Star Bros, you are great, and you are watching Cepheus trying to cast the game of his life. We're in a best of 5 series between Red Bandit in the bottom left corner and Franscar in the top right corner. This is going to be game 4, although it's been played on the same map as game 2 and 3. Because this was a casual series. This is not like super competitive. They just played on whatever they wanted, and they wanted to stick with this map. Because they want to test out stuff as well as play the series out, so that's really cool. Okay, so we're gonna have very fast. Hang on, let me look at this. Let me just look at this for a second. Okay, there. Oh, I didn't have to do it twice. Is this 150 minerals, or is it 200? Did he? Because this is a test map, and I know Franscar's been testing stuff. He's not. He stopped. This is an... Oh, it's an 8 pool. This is an 8 pool, but it is 200 minerals. This is very interesting, because he knows his opponent goes for just a complete wall off to be super safe, but he goes for a Nexus first, because you're super safe versus anything but like a 6 pool or like an 8 pool. I think a 6 pool would have been even better. I think a 6 pool straight up counters what Bandit does if you scout him right away. That's the important part. Oh, sorry. Some of my dinner wanted to come up again, but it's staying down healthy in my stomach. Oh, great. Things to say. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, Bandit's going to go for Nexus first, then Forge, then Gateway. If Franscar... Oh, what? Oh, okay, so he was a little bit late with the Zerglings because of that Overlord timing. And he's making the Queen. The Queen doesn't... Yeah, see, he can do this 8 pool and get more Zerglings because the Queen doesn't... And get a Queen because the Queen doesn't cost supply here. So that's going to be interesting. Yeah, this Queen change could change the game a lot, actually. That's why we're not making too many other changes, because we don't really know how the game will look like after the Queen change. But the wall off is already complete, but there's not going to be a cannon up in a while. But Franscar scouting the wrong direction. Still an interesting opener. He's not all in with this. He's going for an expansion, but he's gonna have a lot of early pressure. He's gonna be able to like catch those first zealots that Bandit usually makes like right off the bat, but he's not gonna be able to do any damage here. The cannon is done in 20 starbow seconds. He's gonna be able to nibble away a bit at one of these structures or several of them. He found this, and does he have speed? No. But he's gonna have to move away right now. And even a backup pylon. Oh, he's gonna keep going at this actually. He's gonna get the one pylon down. That's nice. He's gonna unpower these structures for a long time. Oh wow, just barely gets it. Oh, now he can nibble away somewhere else. But yeah, another pylon's gonna complete. He has to head out of there. Interesting build from Franscar, to say the least. Got a probe in the meantime. This Queen cannot attack. This is not current Starbow. This is a test map, but it's very similar to what next patch will be though. So. It's soon going to be current Starbow. The patch will be up as soon as myself and a couple of others will get all the values in for 12.5% because that takes forever. But I got most of Terran done. Again, Bandit is going to try and get a cannon down here. There we go. Bandit likes to show forth all of his cannons. But we're going to have Zerglings discovering the cannon. Oh, the cannon hasn't even come up yet, so that's unfortunate. Bandit unable to get his cannon off, so... I mean his cannon up, so... That's unfortunate. Ooh. But he's gonna get a couple of kills again with this, so actually gonna get... Oh, almost 3 kills. No, only get 2 kills, fortunately. This pylon's gonna go down, and Bandit is gonna go for Cybercore. I'm gonna be very curious to see. Well, not too curious. He's probably just gonna go for Stargate. But it would be interesting to see him mix it up a little bit. Maybe go for a quicker Templar tech, or maybe even like for some Reaver play. I don't know if Reaver play is really that viable early game versus Zerg. I think one base Reaver may work. I've seen that work, but not too many other styles. We're gonna have Zealot in a good position. Actually gets a drone kill there, I think. Let's see. Total drone kills is actually okay. It's only 3, but at this point, that's decent. but he has lost this initial Zealots, but he feels they're fairly expendable. And man, look at this, no Stargate. He's gonna go for a different build. He's gonna mix it up. I like it. I like it. Franscar, I think Franscar did deal with Bandit's build really well last game. I think the only reason why the game was so close as it was that Franscar was making some mistakes towards mid-game and late-game once in a while. But I felt like Franscar's general approach was really good. It was just some little things here and there that made the game a lot closer than it should have been. So Bandit mixing it up, I really agree with that. Because, you know, his opponent is figuring out his style. So he needs to make something else work. And this is going to be a huge +1 Zealot flood timing. Look at that. And it's also going to go unscouted for a long time because Franscar isn't making an Overseer and flying in there, which is a huge mistake at this point. You really want to do that. It's so cheap. So yeah. Franscar with a scouting, with a chilling drone. Double eBay. Okay, so Franscar not only going to go for, you know, the lair, no, I mean the hatchery Hydra style that he's been doing. He's going to go for very well upgrade. No, he's canceling them again. What was going on there? Like, he wasn't even doing it to not get, was he supply blocked for a while? I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea. Also, if we make Banelings be able to bust walls, then Banelings will pick off expansions super quickly. Anyhow. So, do we have link speed? We have link speed on the way. Now, the Zealots have +1. The Zealots have speed. We're gonna get Dark Temp. Okay, now the Overseer sees everything. There's gonna be some Stalkers even. Oh yeah, I think the Stalker was just to kill the Overseer. I don't think he's gonna make too many Stalkers at this point because he doesn't have duality charge, but he got himself supply blocked by killing his own pylon. He's gonna first of all move out here, which I think is good. This is what I like. I don't know if he's gonna expand yet, but he wants to make sure there's no Zerglings there, and make sure this Overlord doesn't poop any creep. But he really should use this opportunity to go and do some damage on his opponent. But oh, in the meantime, Franscar's just gonna run. Oh wow, catching his opponent up on that high ground. He's gonna kill that Photon Cannon. He's gonna rift his High Templar over here. This is called the very slow blink. But man, these Zerglings are doing a good. Oh, they're gonna kill the High Templar. That's so nice. Zerglings causing havoc. They're gonna kill a lot of workers here. Bandit is falling a little bit apart already at the early stages of the game. Okay, falling apart is putting it a little bit strong. But he's feeling the pressure, and he's gonna make sure that he's so mad. You know, have you ever gotten so mad that you start shooting your own Nexus? You know what I mean? Oh, and Franscar with his Zerglings up here. I like it. Yeah, Woolen mechanics will be tried out eventually, but not right now. I like how December's called like even Kalevi. So we're gonna have Bandit is mad. What just happened? How is Franscar dealing with +1 Zealots Archon with just Zerglings? Like Zergling, that's the unit that counters Zerglings, but Franscar's just making it work. Okay, so yeah, Bandit needs to plug that hole. And he's gonna try and oh wow, Franscar with the defense. That's why he was canceling the evolution chambers. He wanted to make a good wall off here, and this is a really good wall off. And meanwhile, there's a DT that's been sneaking into the main base. Now this DT could turn this game around. Right now, I'd say Franscar is ahead, although he's behind in supplies because of that run by he did. But oh, the DT needs to do something else by hitting a hatchery. Needs to get some juicy workers. Get some juicy SCVs. There we go. Well, it's actually gonna get all of these Zerglings. Now he's gonna get some workers. Did I say SCVs? Whatever, dude. I'm just tired. Whatever. So yeah, that DT did at a disappointing amount of little damage. Double Stargate soul incoming. Bandit's like, you know what? Stargate's not opening Stargate wasn't that good. Let's just revert that with double Stargate. That's probably not his reasoning at all. This probably was his game plan all along. But I just want to make up stories for him because I know he loves that. Yeah, Moondragon's circling run bys. I remember that. That put a big smile on my face at Persky. Franscar looking. I think I would like to see him take a 4th at some point. Okay, here comes the duality charge and the Corsairs. He has lurkers now, and his opponent doesn't have detection, so there's no reason he shouldn't take a 4th. There we go. Could easily defend that with lurkers for a while. And my back is killing me. There we go. Um, well, Zergling Run Bias works to an extent, but you can wall off a lot tighter though than you could in Brood War. Um, and yeah, that's true. December's has made a method for that, and we will be testing that eventually. But we want to change the speed first and change the queen first, and see how the game pans out from that. So, things are stabilizing a little bit. Fourth base coming up for Franscar. Bandit is just building up his army. He's gonna get this third base up now, it seems. I don't think Franscar can do much about that at this point. And I don't think he really needs to either. He just needs to get his own fourth base up safely. There's 32 viewers here now. Happy to see you all. Oh, by the... Yeah, no, the score is correct. So it's 2-1 to Bandit. Franscar won the last game. It was looking really grim for him, but he did get one game off of Bandit. So many Zerglings. He's going for... I like this style though. It's a Zergling Lurker style with some Hydras, but I think it's going to be mostly Lurker Zergling. And you want to mix in Scourges after a while to try and snipe off Observers. But that's going to be difficult because his opponent is going for a lot of Corsairs. And there's no Lurkers here! Why are there no Lurkers here? That's very unfortunate for Franscar. He's just going to lose this base. In the meantime though, he's going to send down Zerglings here to start making... Okay, so he's just going to sacrifice this base and to try and take the bottom side of the map instead. Okay, there we go. Oh! Lurkers in position. Roger that. Lurkers in position. I like how we had to work so hard to get technology in StarCraft 2 that was available in Brood War. So, Lurkers killing units. Actually, the whole army of Bandit is just falling apart now, and Franscar could perhaps set up a contain. He can't really touch this base, I think. He can try though, and he will try. No, he won't. And Bandit with a very strong defense. And now Franscar is going to take a lot of bases. He's going to make sure there is no more bases from Bandit coming out soon. He's got this base covered. He's got this base covered. These are the two most... this is going to be two most logical bases for Bandit to take for the fourth base. And a game that looked like it was over very soon is actually going to go on for quite a bit longer, it seems, at this point. Even more Lurkers incoming. Is there a spire? Is my question. Buildings? How do you see buildings? I don't know how you see buildings. It wasn't in the unit tab, which makes sense. No, there's no spire yet, and I really would like to see a spire because getting some Scourges to snipe observers would be good. But there's the fleet of Corsairs though. I don't know if he knew about this fleet. If he did, I know that's why he didn't make any Scourges. I think he did because here's the Vipers. He wants to catch these Corsairs with Ensnare if possible. I think Ensnare projectiles a little bit faster here, but it wasn't my test map. I don't know if Franscar did on his. And here is the Disruption Web. And he's gonna kill so much stuff. So he had the, I didn't know he researched that on the fleet beacon. But yeah, he's gonna heavily supply block Franscar. In the meantime, he's gonna try and take this fourth base. And Franscar's not gonna have any of it. Sure, there's one Dark Templar here, but it doesn't matter when you have 1 million Zerglings. You need 1 million Dark Templars to deal with that. Or maybe like 10,000. But he doesn't have 10,000. And he's gonna have one storm, he's gonna have 2 storms. I don't think it's gonna be enough because this is just so many Zerglings. Oh, maybe it is, but there's the Lurkers though. There's still no Observer out. Oh, there's one on the way. So yeah, he's gonna have to head out. He's actually morphing the Dark Templar into an Archon with the High Templar, I think. So very nice for Franscar there. Even though he's being harassed by these Corsairs, he's making sure his opponent doesn't get a fourth base. And that was very important for Franscar, I feel, to do that. And even putting those Lurkers here to make life miserable for his opponent. Yeah, Corsairs are anti-air only. So it's gonna be interesting to see how Franscar chooses to deal with this. Dealing with masses of Corsairs is very difficult. I really feel he should try and go for a Spire and eventually get Devourers. Devourers would be very good. He already has he's got a couple of Banelings actually. He already has the Hive, so he could do that. But you also need Hydralisks. You need like Hydralisk and Snare Devourer to deal with this. Oh, Lingrun by Blue Storm. Oh, that map is so imba. It's just such a wonky map. Anyway, we have Blue Storm in Starbow too. It's just not on the ladder pool at the moment. But we have a. You can easily find it on the arcade if you want to play on it. It's really well made too. It looks beautiful. Made by Morel, who's one of the best StarCraft 2 map makers ever, actually. And I'm not kidding. He's really good. So this group of Corsairs. Okay, we're gonna have Tunneling Claws. Oh, he's gonna try and hit with those. Oh, it's so hard to hit with a snare, as you can see. I think those projectiles were even faster too. I think we should make the projectile from ensnare almost instant, just because it's faster units that you actually want to hit with them, and those are so hard to hit when you have a projectile speed that's so slow. Like really, really fast or almost or instant. I would like to see that. Wow, Bandit is taking the space. He's taking the space seriously. In the meantime, though, I like Franscar. He's going to connect all his bases with Nidus Network. Nidus Network is kind of exposed though out here in the open, so... But still, it's going to be good for him to have this. He's going to try and... Yeah. Oh, even using it for worker transfer. How cute is that, huh? He's going to unload over here as soon as it finishes. He's going to... Look at that. He's going to goop up all the workers at some point. Oh, I'm not going to wait for that. I don't have patience. Meanwhile, the Corsair's going to go around. They're going to get damaged. Okay, if he can get... Oh, what was... That was not the best ensnare. But here comes another one. He gets a good ensnare off. He just needs to get the Hydras out of those areas. And he gets... Oh, a lot of... What was that last ensnare? But wow, that... He did get a lot of Corsairs from that one ensnare. That was very nice from Franscar. Still workers in here, but he was busy with other stuff. He wants fungal. Yeah, I agree though. I don't want fungal. I don't want it to deal damage. I don't want it to be completely rooted, but I want it to be able to hit stuff. Oh wow, Bandit, you do not want to move up there, but he's just gonna do it anyway. Time to get the drones out. It's like the worst timing possible. But here comes more units. Okay, I guess they just wanted to empty out everything. I like this. This is really nice for Franscar, though. This creep drummer is going to give him some headache, though. He's going to have to kill his own... Oh, spread it first, dude. Okay, whatever. Franscar with a really nice control now. There is 4 bases up for Bandit, but man, Franscar has his Nidus Network system up. He's got his... Oh, he's upgrading this to Greater Nidus Network. That's really cool. That will basically make it spew out units almost instantly, like they would do in Brood War. You need to upgrade it because you can use Nidus Worms offensively much easier here than you can in Brood War. That's why it's an upgrade. Look at that big guy. Oh, wow, he's twitching like crazy. I think it's because he's built so close to the other building that he's not really supposed to be that close when he's upgraded, because... Ooh, we gotta check that out if the model... We might have to reduce the model size so that doesn't happen. That looks incredible. It's a dubstep nicer, but look at the Reaver High Templar drop with wow. Okay, we got time to look how fast it spewed out those units, but it wasn't enough units because he wasn't loading in enough units before. Man, the slaughter. He's gonna try and make a new Nidus Network. But there is one lurker giving him some hassle though, and now he's gonna warp in tons of units. This attack from Bandit is crazy. It's like a huge recall of crazy strong HP units. I mean, just high-tech units, I mean. This is something that didn't happen in Brood War. Oh, but he's gonna try and start picking off the War Prisms. And this... Oh, wow, the masses of Hydralisks are just chewing this apart. He's gonna recall out of there with some of those units. And... Readers? Did I say readers instead of reavers? or maybe you just typed something wrong. Sometimes other people make mistakes too. Not often though. And here comes the Mutalisk switch, which I think is really good because he did kill a lot. Didn't he kill a lot of Corsairs? Yeah. Oh well, there's actually 7 left still. But if he can pick off some more Corsairs, then I guess the Mutalisk switch was a little bit too early. Maybe he's anticipating the fact that he's gonna lose Corsairs now. Ooh, wow, killing so many Overlords. Okay, here comes the Vipers. The Vipers really want to get in the snare off. It's gonna be really hard. Leaves the observers behind. That's the theme of Bandit. He's gonna try and get a 3rd base. I really like this DT. It's gonna do a lot of damage. It's gonna be very annoying. Meanwhile, though, Franscar kind of wants to go up here. It's very hard to go up there. There's going to be 3 more Reavers, and High Templars, and Phase Mode, and a lot of reinforcements. Here we go. Here we go. Look at this. Okay, go Phase Mode. Go Phase Mode. He's not going to go Phase Mode. He's just going to lose 2 Reavers. Urgh. Here actually comes some Mutalisks. Where are the Corsairs? They are at home, chilling. And oh yeah, those Banelings are still just there. I think they were kind of made by mistake. Oh, it's gonna have a storm drop though. Yeah, this is a good place to storm drop. There's some Vipers here to throw a green goop. It's not gonna do much. I don't know why he did that. Whatever. Okay, so Franscar expanding even more. Franscar's just taking the entire map. There's no untaken expansions except from the center one at this point. It's the first time in the series. And Franscar is looking really good. He's maxed out, pretty much. Bandit is getting close to maxed out, but Bandit has to be much more cost effective with the strips at this point. He's, oh yeah, great. Another Nidus Worm. This one is still just a small Nidus Worm. It's not a greater one. It'd be interesting to see if he got a greater one further away and if that would twitch or not. Another huge drop from Bandit though. He really wants to secure this position. Franscar hasn't. Oh, that goop though. Oh, and he gets the Corsairs as well. The Corsairs gonna add. Okay, there we go with the Devourers, and they're spewing their acid on the ground as well. Wow, it's all green, and look at all these bright, beautiful colors. But this blue storm with the green units is making the ground red. So many colors. Oh, there's a random Guardian there as well. Hydra's trying to close in. So much DPS going out of this army though. We're gonna warp in a little bit of units. I think you could have warped in more. Maybe they're all on cooldown? No, maybe not. I don't know. It's hard to see with this overlay. Some more Hydras incoming. He's gonna make a ton more. Where are all the units of Franscar? He's almost maxed. And they're just chilling over here. Oh, but here comes Scourges though. I don't know if the Scourges are going to connect. He gets a couple. Doesn't get too many Corsairs. There's still 6. He actually got 1, but he did damage a lot of them. And the next group of Hydras now, they have baited up so much Storm. There's not that much Storm. There's still like 4 or 5 Storm left actually. He's going to get a High Templar. I mean a Reaver. If we had like Parting Control with War Prism Reaver here like he does in his Immortals, I think this would have being able to to do more damage, but it still did a lot of damage. He did get this base, and Franscar is like, you know what, I can't make that many more units. I'm almost maxed, so I just might as well make a lot of defense. Okay, so High Templar are just gonna die. So Bandit really likes this War Prism style. It works, but it's not like, I don't know if it's super effective. He's gonna actually move over here, and he can do a lot of damage over here. But eventually, I think he's just gonna get started out, unless he can take another base. Oh, this is gonna be so much damage, though. Wow, look at all that. Okay, but the Nidus Worms are incoming, so they should be able to help defend this, to bring his army over. Wow, this is a nice look at the position of these Reavers. That's incredible. Yeah, this base is gonna go down immediately. Now, if we look at this, sure, you know you can feel like this is a little bit imba because of the warping, but he hasn't really been warping in that much. This is mostly just a big late game Reaver drop. Oh, very nice first hit there with the Scarabs. Wow, those Scarabs hits were huge. This Nidus Worm is gonna go down, but he needs to use this Nidus Worm. Okay, there we go. I don't know if he wants to put him. Okay, there we go. He wants to put him. Look how fast he can unload with that Nidus Worm. The whole army instantly out. But the Nidus Worm is still only 300 HP. There we go. He's going to attack from many angles. Here comes a Mutalisk as well. He's going to kill all the Reavers. Look at that. The Mutalisk just die instantly to these Corsairs, though. It's going to. Oh, one Reaver's going to. Oh, actually, that's almost the Reaver. Oh, there's another one back there. Now he's going to warp in some reinforcements. But here comes all the reinforcements from the Nidus Worm. He needs to kill this Nidus Worm. And there's Reavers. Oh, there's Corsairs. There's no observers with this army. Here comes Devourer and Mutalisk. He needs to split the Mutalisk up, but oh, at this time the Corsairs are barely shooting because of Devourers. Wow, Franscar picking off all the Corsairs, and now he has air dominance. This is gonna be the end of this War Prism play. The War Prism play that Red Bandit is doing is heavily relying on the fact that he has air dominance. The second Franscar has air dominance, he can put up Scourges everywhere and block all these air paths, and there's really nothing these War Prism style can do anymore, I feel. So I think Franscar is still ahead here, I would say. Just when you look at the map, look at the income tab too, he's still ahead because he has more mining bases. Although he just lost a couple, but he'll be able to mine this and rebuild this a lot easier than his opponent. Getting some more Devourers just to make sure that his opponent's next round of Corsairs won't be too threatening, and he is making another round of Corsairs. So we'll see how it works. The Fat Muda is a Devourer. It doesn't attack very hard nor very fast, but every attack it makes your opponent attack slower. So it's very good versus the Corsair, which attacks super fast but very little damage per attack. Just like choo 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 choo. So for every time this one shoots the acid on it, then it attacks like choo 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 choo. That was a nice visualization of how it works. I'm gonna have lots of. Okay, so we're done with the Reavers. It's time for the Archons. I feel this is like kind of like a tower defense. The Reaver round is complete. Franscar defended that well. It's time for the Archon round, and right now we're going to go for the center. And I don't know if that's a good idea because he can just retract all the units back into these twitching Nidus Worms. I don't know why that Nidus Worm is twitching, but he's going to kill the whole Nidus network. But he can use the Nidus Worms still, can he? And go just between the worms? I think he can. I think that's how it works. I'm just so used to Nidus Canals from Bird War. I haven't really played much with Nidus Worms in Starbow, to be honest. Anyhow, so wow, Bandit with a huge push to the natural base of his opponent. There is the Dog Swarm, and this is a nice little choke that's going to be difficult to deal with. Wow, the Archons is incredible. Okay, but where is that Nidus Worm? Where did it go? Did he just kill another worm? Here comes the air army though, and the air army should be able to deal here. Oh, this is a channeling spell. You want to make sure some of these guys are actually attacking, and they're not attacking. They're just channeling the spell, which is not the best way to use these Devourers at this point, I think. I think you wanted to try and kill the Corsairs instead, to be honest. Oh, these Mutals are just going to go down to all the Archons. There's just no way they're going to be able to deal with that. Archons can shoot up high ground? I did not know that. How much range do these guys have? Wow. Okay, Bandit is just going to kill the main base of Franscar at this point. I don't think Franscar can deal with this. More Devourers spewing on the low ground. I really wanted to see them just kill War Prisms and Corsairs instead. I think that's a better use of them. Oh, there's a potential ensnare. Not going to do too much to slow down units at this point because they don't really have anything to attack with. And Bandit might just take this. Wow. This game is not over yet. There's a lot of mining bases from Franscar, and they're fairly well defended. And Bandit has no more mining left, so Bandit has to make... This is very similar to last game, actually. Bandit has his style, let's just put it that way. Oh, he didn't kill this base. Oh, might as well kill another hatchery. A lot of Overlords for Franscar. He's gonna have to be careful with those. Yeah, the Nidus is on coke. That's correct. He's been on coke for a while and then he stopped, and now he's having the reactions from being off of drugs for a while. I don't remember the English word for that. But Franscar's gonna check this base. This base is definitely gonna go down. Or he could perhaps defend with the Nidus Worm from the units he put in here. But it's gonna be hard. Okay, there's a network over here now. But yeah, this is gonna be really hard to defend. There is a Defiler in here. If you can get a swarm, if you can get a Dark Swarm up on these lurkers. Are there no observers there? Okay, there's 2 observers. There we go. Here we go. Dark Swarm, Dark Swarm. There we go. But I might just be too much with all these Archons. And there's a Reaver in here somewhere as well. No, there's an Archon actually. This is really hard to see what's going on, to be honest. But I think Bandit is doing this, but it's not going to be very cost effective for him. I think he did lose a little bit too many Archons there. Oh, there's more dark lurkers in the Dark Swarm. Another Archon goes down. He could maybe get this one too. He gets one. Oh, he gets so many almost dead Archons. And at this point, okay, wow, Bandit wants to take the middle, but he needs to distant mine for a while before he can do that. So Franscar's down to 1 mining base. I mean 2. And by 1 I mean 2. His opponent has no mining bases. This Night Swarm could try and catch this army, but it is a heavily mobile. Unfortunately, Franscar remade a lot of his tech structures up here. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. He really needs to burrow these units, or make like put up a good defense. Okay, there we go. He's gonna put up a good defense here. This is important. This Franscar has to hold this place. Oh, meanwhile though, he's gonna kill some more Archons here. Oh, trapping Bandit in there. Now he can always blink around, and he can warp the Archons in. So he's not really that trapped. But this is nice. Franscar actually is saving this base. I would never be able to do that. That's very impressive. Ooh, the high ground. Oh, but you gotta be careful, there's lurkers down there. And units can't shoot up high ground, as long as units on high ground are shooting on them. Oh, is he gonna kill out War Prism? Doesn't matter too much at this point. But Franscar definitely in a good position still, I would say. He's also gonna deny his opponent from any more mining at this point. And yeah. Bandit has to make something work with his units, and he has to kill like both of these bases to make this happen. We still have... There's no really tech for Franscar. Like, what? Okay, he can make Hydralisks for some reason. Why can he make Hydralisks? Where's the Hydra then? It's just some twitching... He's making Hydralisks. Oh, there it is. Nice. Bandit doesn't know about this. Very nice from Franscar. They're denying the distant mining. Oh, here comes a couple of spore crawlers. I was not expecting that. And Franscar throwing some units away, but these units up here are doing a good job. So, Bandit reinforcing with this War Prism, that's really cool. I like that. Using the fact... Oh, you don't want to mine over there! Oh, wow, that's so many workers dead, and you... okay, yeah, he's gonna try and kill lurkers with stalkers, which is usually a bad idea. But there's a lot of lurkers, stalkers, but still, stalkers do, like, very little damage to lurkers. It says 15, but that's not true. It's more like 6 or 7 to lurkers, because they're armored. No, they're medium. Never mind, they're a little bit better versus lurkers now. And he's actually going to kill the rest of the lurkers. But in the meantime, here come from behind, come Franscar with his fresh new army. And Bandit really is like, yeah, this is what he's got. And this is what Franscar's got. And there's Greater Spire, there's 7 Mutalisks on the way, and there is no Corsairs at this moment. Am I right? No, there's one somewhere. There's a random one over there. But basically no Corsairs at the moment. So at this point, I don't really see what Bandit can do. He can kill this base, sure. And then he can maybe start distant mining over here, I suppose. Oh, but, oh, okay, no, the Night Swarm never got anything out. Oh, wow. Interesting Night Swarm play from Franscar. So Bandit actually gonna deny some more bases yet again. He still doesn't. He hasn't had any mining in forever. I guess that's why he's just making Archons, because he has a lot of gas but no minerals. That makes sense. I'm just kind of feeling this game is really over. I don't think Bandit can win this, but he can make it last for a long time. But now that all the Mutalisks are out, oh, they turn into Guardians. Yeah, he can't deal with Guardians. Oh, there are. Be careful. He can spew some, turn his guts inside out. Okay, there we go. Look at this. Look at all the Guardians. Yeah, there's no way you can deal with that many Guardians. Wow, this is yeah, GG. So Franscar's gonna tie up the series 2-2. I'm just gonna take a short break, and I'll be back in Castle.